I've been meaning to review this movie by Omonioboli, and because of that, I've watched it twice. Not the Plan by Omonioboli, and I must say that Omonioboli's movies have this level of maturity, this level of like it's life. This is real life, okay. And I was mentioning this to a friend, and she said that Omoni is not a young lady. She's okay, sweet 16, all right, but then she's seen life. She has a lot of experiences, and I agree with her because that is so evident in the movies that she produces. That is so evident in the stories that she tells us in these movies. Okay, so Omoni's movies are just one for the grown-ups. Okay, they are very mature movies, very mature movies that are you watch and then you don't waste your time. You get it, and this certainly is one of them. I liked it so much. I felt like this is real life. This is real life. Okay, so let's just go straight into this review. But let me just say that I'm not going to post except of the movie here as I talk about them because of copyright issues, and so we're going to make do with the pictures of the cast or the characters. Is that right? My name is Beverly. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's go straight into this review, shall we? Let me first start by saying that the title of the movie matches the storyline so well, not the plan. And the storyline just give us exactly not the plan. Okay. And I like the 4 years intro, 4 years later, back and forth that they give us. That's very short, 4 years ago, and then 4 years later, that back and forth thing that they did. I really like that aspect too. But before I go and touch on the issues of the movie, let me talk about the cast. The two major characters, Bayo and then Inem. Bayo played by Saga Diolo. I'm not sure if I pronounced the name right. Sorry, I'm Ghanaian. And I feel like the young man is a good actor and that he wears his emotions on his face. Every single emotion that this young man feels, you can read on his face. Whether he's sad, you can see it on his face. When he's angry, you can see it on his face. When he's happy, you can see it on his face. When he's disappointed, you can see it on his face. He wears all his emotions on his face. Like, mommy, like, I don't do this. Like, why do you do this? Like, what? Everything on his face. And it makes it easy to read someone like him. Okay, because you see it on his face. He can't hide how he's feeling. It was just on his face. You get. So I like that, and because of the way the storyline is, they needed someone like that to play the role that he played, and so he delivered it beautifully. Now Inem I don't know whether the name is Adetola Jones or Detola Jones, because sometimes I see without the A, sometimes I see with the A, Adetola Jones, Detola Jones. This young lady is also a natural. She did so well. She was acting as if there wasn't even a camera on her. She was just a natural. Others are saying she's the new Genevieve Inaji and stuff. Please, let's allow the young lady be herself, be her Detola Jones, and then make a mark for herself, leave her own legacy. It's okay to look up to people, but let's not put this pressure on her to be who she's not. You get. So that's just about the two major characters, and I was happy to see Funke, the woman who played Funke. I mean Adako from Jennifer's Diary. That's where I know her from. I was so happy to see her song, her singing. He's a miracle working God, and she sang this song throughout the movie. Okay, I was really happy to see her as well. So yeah, the characters, the mom, Bayo's mom too. She also played this Nigerian mom role very well. I think they had a beautiful mother-son relationship. Okay, but he knew where to draw the lines. You know what? Let's let's just go straight to the issue and take the issues one after the other. Now, before Bayo and Inem got married, Inem had this conversation with him that you know what, I cannot give you children. I like that she had this conversation with the young man and said, you know what, I cannot give you children. She didn't wait to spring it up as a surprise after they married. They had this conversation before they got married. In fact, they had this conversation before they decided to continue with the relationship. And that is what you're supposed to do when you're in a relationship, like have this hard, difficult conversations. They had a conversation. When Bayo agreed that, you know what, I don't mind. You don't want to have children, you never ever change your mind, that's okay. I was like, no, this young man wants to go ahead with this because he loves a young lady and is hoping that she will change her mind. Do not hope for somebody who has already told you categorically, that, you know what, I cannot give you children and I'm not going to change my mind. And she told you this and you agreed with the hope that one day she is going to come around. She told you this before she got married. She told you this is why she didn't want to, just entertain this idea of um, dating and marrying in the first place. He was okay with it, but then I knew from the start that this young man would not be able to stick to this no problem thing. No, he wants children. But the bottom line is that they had that conversation. Inem had that conversation with him, which was a very, very good thing that she did. If she had sprung it up as a surprise during their marriage, then would hold her responsible. But she did what was right, and I do not fault her at all. She did exactly what was right. Having that conversation, the very difficult ones. And from the story, I realized that it is not wise for you to go ahead that, okay, you know in your heart that this agreement that you're agreeing to, you will not be able to stick with it. So why are you agreeing in the first place? There's no gun to your head. So just make sure that the decision you are making with this person in this short run is what you're going to stick by. Make sure that you're going to stick to your words. They are not going to change later on. Because Biocode was just frustrated. The pressure coming from the mom coming around doing this, suggesting this and that, this and that. He switches the pills, brings in multivitamins, and the lady gets pregnant. And in the lady's own words, the young man forced a child on her. And it was exactly that. She's your wife, her body is yours, but she's the one going to carry the pregnancy. She's the one going to go into labor. And labor is a matter of life and death. If she dies, whose fault is it? Will be biased because she told you from the very beginning that I don't want a child, and you forced this on her. The conversation was clear. I just like that they had the conversation. I just like it that she had that conversation with this young man. As I was watching it, this thought, came in. There's this thing that guys say that a woman's no is not a no, is a yes. I'm like, a woman's no is a no, and the no is not spelled as Y-E-S. No, it is not. A no is a no. So stop thinking for the woman. Stop thinking for your partner, and assuming that if she says no, she means yes. Somehow she doesn't want to say yes, so a no is a no. Stop thinking for your partner. Stop assuming for your partner. She says no, it's no. Another thing I really like about this movie, aside that the fact that they have conversations, is the fact that Bayo always, always, and always defended Inem in front of the mom, behind her, every single time. Even when he's angry, this guy has conversations with this young lady in the most beautiful manner. He doesn't shout. He just sits down to have conversations. And he defends this young lady. When he got angry, he thought that a wife had an affair with Nathan, and then he left the house. Once the wife sent him the voice note, he came home running, so that it's not obvious that he and his wife have an issue. The guy's character, do they exist, or this is just a movie? because you get, now he comes home and the mother is on and on and on. It's like, you know what, you cannot do this. She's my wife. If you have a problem, you leave. You are the intruder here. You are the guest in this house. And I like how he always and always defended the wife. If the mom asks the wife to go to do something, he's like, you know what, I got this. He always defended the lady, no matter what, no matter how angry he was. He wouldn't show it to the third party. He never did that, and that was very, very beautiful, very, very beautiful. Again, Bayo was Bayo was very forgiving, very, very forgiving. I mean, I do not forgive Inem for what she did with Nathan. I mean, you don't lack love, you don't lack sex, you don't lack kisses in your house. So there was no excuse for her to, go ahead and do what she did with Nathan. There was no excuse. I do not forgive her. I do not forgive her. But of course, Bayo is just forgiving. He's like, you know what, even if the child is not mine, I'm going to accept the child, and I don't mind. I'm like, which guy is this? Does he exist in this world? Is there a man like Bayo, like this character we are seeing in this movie? He didn't mind. He was ready to, work through with this young lady. If the tables were to turn and the man had gone to impregnate another person and the wife, you think they would have peace in that house? But I think Bayo's character was just beautiful, calm, cool, soothing. He doesn't shout on his wife. They have conversations. He loves her so much. This kind of love exists. Okay, if you say so. I mean, if it exists, if someone is enjoying this kind of love, then Lucky you, you are blessed. You get, the person is blessed, honestly. Three things really stood out for me: the fact that they really had conversations, the fact that Bayo defended Inem every single time, like from his mom against his mom, with his mom. He didn't allow the mom to disrespect his wife like at all, and he was forgiving. Okay, no, they were kind to each other, they were nice to each other. Marriage is not war, and they showed us that marriage is not war. You can just have simple conversations, and then things will just be sorted out. So yeah, I think it was a really really good movie, mature movie. I would say again, this adult movie. You get it. I want to leave you with this question: would you go ahead and marry a partner who has told you categorically that he or she does not want to have children or cannot give you children? Would you go ahead with the marriage with the hope that he or she would change his or her mind in the future? Leave your answers in the comment section, and I'll be there to respond, and then let's get interactive in the comment section right here on YouTube. Do also like this video, do subscribe, be part of my family. Thank you so much. I'll see you again. Until then, do take care and bye from me.